Okay. Okay.
Wonderful. So hello, everyone. I would like to introduce Trish Schwenkler to you. She is a wonderful human being. She's a mother of 3. She's a wife to Bob, but most importantly, she's a dreamer. And if it wasn't because of her, we wouldn't be having this conversation right here, right now. And she is a top earner in ASEA. For those who don't know what it means, is that she impacted, I would say, 10,000s of people's life, perhaps hundreds. Correct me if I'm mistaken. But so the power this lady has in order to change and impact people's life is enormous. And it's our honor to have her here. So Trish Schwenkler, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for being here with us.
My pleasure. Hi, Sarka. Hi, Diego. Thanks for having me on today.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. But I wanted to ask you, I believe you have already got these questions many times, but why network marketing?
So I never dreamed I'd be in network marketing, but I've always had a dream that I would do something someday that would make a difference in people's lives around the world. And when I discovered network marketing in 1993, like you, I had a health issue, not as serious as you, but I had a health issue that I'd been dealing with for decades. And this wasn't ASEA, it was another company before ASEA existed. But I used a product from another network marketing company, and overnight, I saw changes in the issue that I'd been dealing with for over a decade. And when I realized that I could share this, wonderful technologies and wonderful company with other people, I knew it was the answer to my dream ever since I was a little girl. And, if people understood what network marketing really is, we'd have people knocking at our doors every day asking, to join our company and do network marketing with us.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And I have a question that I've been wanting to ask you for a long time, and this is the first time in history that a product has been developed and taken to market this way.
Yeah.
And in your opinion, how powerful is this? Because anyone can share this, and I think that's the really magic that we have in our hands. So in your experience, how has it been in the last 10, 11 years that you've been sharing this with the world?
So my first company, I was with that company for 15 years, and then I looked for another company for a year and a half. And I always thought in my mind, I said, I bet I find something that I can't even imagine what it is, right? And then, who would imagine redox signaling molecules, right? So then I found ASEA, I found redox signaling molecules, and nothing is a panacea. Nothing helps everyone. But I would say that ASEA is as close to a panacea as anything that exists on planet Earth. And just like we were talking a few minutes ago, Diego, it's just such a shame, because the first thing that doctors and hospitals should offer people for any condition is redox signaling molecules, because our bodies are made of cells. And if redox signaling molecules enhance cellular performance and rejuvenation, it's just amazing what it can do. So, just probably the world's most powerful technology, the most powerful health technology. And because of the global censorship of health information, most people don't know about it. And so the only way we can share it is by word of mouth, which is what network marketing is. And thank goodness that someone called you and followed up for over a year. And now you have your life back. Everything's changed. 2 beautiful children. You're able to function and use your entire body. It's just incredible. It's just such an amazing blessing to the world.
Yes, thank you.
But again, it all started with you, Trish. You know, if you
Well,
did that
mhm,
vision.
yeah. Well, it all started with Virtus. Virtus is the one who turned down the offer for generational wealth. In his years of retirement, he came out of retirement, started a network marketing company during the worst recession in American history. So really it started with Virtus. And then I just feel fortunate that I found ASEA, that I was able to share with some people who shared with other people. And a few years down the line, someone, Steve Copping, shared with you guys. So, you know, it's just incredible. The whole thing is miraculous. The product is miraculous. The way that this product is networked around the world is miraculous. Your story is miraculous. We really, in ASEA, we live in a miraculous world, a world of miracles happening on a constant basis. And we do have the opportunity to impact thousands or even tens of thousands of lives beyond our wildest dreams. I mean, for me, it's beyond my wildest dreams to meet you guys today and realize that because of several years ago, I shared ASEA with Denny Robinson, that over the years, it's come to you and literally changed and saved your life. It's just incredible. You never know where one conversation will lead you. And of course, a lot of people don't get it, just like you guys almost didn't get it. It took you a year of research and asking around until you finally decided to use the product. So, you know, some people just don't have the consciousness to understand what we have. And so the challenging thing about this business is we know what the product can do, but again, because of the global censorship of health information, we're not able to really say what it does. Virtus always said, if we could tell the world what ASEA really is, we'd be a $10 billion company overnight. And it might be more like $10 trillion company overnight, right? Anyway, I forget the question. I kind of get going on a stream of
that's awesome. I wanted to ask you, because we are now at the beginning of a very incredible journey. And I wanted to see from your perspective, from individuals or from people who want to be part of this incredible vehicle and this incredible family more than anything else. What is it that they really need to bring to the table?
So I was thinking the other day, you know, about network marketing and about what it takes to be successful. And I mean, I think what you have to bring is your whole self. You know, you have to bring everything that you can, you know, your heart, your soul, your purpose, your energy, your life force, any time that you can devote to ASEA. I mean, anything good takes time. Anything worthwhile takes time. It takes time to get a college education. It takes time to raise children correctly. You know, everything takes time. It takes effort. It takes focus. And a lot of people get distracted easily, and they also get discouraged easily. And the key is to stay focused, to remember why you joined ASEA. And like you guys, the thin threads of coincidences that connected you to ASEA, and to never remember that there are people like you waiting and hoping and looking. Even though 100 people say no someday, they don't say no, they just don't answer your phone calls, right? But if you keep sharing the best you can and following up really well, just like Steve did with you guys, you'll find people like you. You'll change their life. They'll become dedicated to this great company, and amazing things will happen.
Thank you for that. Look, I wanted to ask you, this industry, it's an industry where people develop themselves in many different aspects, personally, business, And one of the things that I'm excited about it is that this can take you wherever you want to go.
Sure.
Right? And for us, how important is to have a coach, a mentor, in order to compress that time and become more efficient in delivering the message, in building a very meaningful organization?
Yeah. So obviously it's important to have a mentor. I've been very fortunate that I've had very good mentors for my network marketing life, but it's not just about having a mentor, right? I mean, if you're not gonna give ASEA a lot of energy and focus, it won't matter if you have a mentor or not, right? Your mentor can't carry you. They can support you. In fact, my first company, my sponsor, well, he wasn't my sponsor. There were 5 people in between me and him who quit, who became inactive, right? So kind of by default, he became my sponsor. And he was the #1 earner in that company. And his name was Dave, and Dave said, call me every day. And a lot of people, I'm sure he told that to, they didn't call him every day, but I did call him every day. But what I did when I called Dave is most of the time, I gave Dave energy, right? I would be excited. I would be happy. I would tell him about the great things that were happening, the people who were joining, the experiences they were having, you know, how great the business was. Occasionally I would call and I would need help, or, you know, maybe I'd be discouraged, but most of the time I gave him energy. So the thing about having a mentor, in my opinion, is, again, you can have a mentor, but you've got to put your full force and energy and give your mentor energy as well as just taking energy from them, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And there's a word that comes to mind when it comes to Trish, and it's authenticity.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it's very refreshing. For example, for me, because when we decided to participate, it was just to understand the type of people that are coming into ASEA. It's people who care about other people, and for us is, we see from the top. We had the fortune to obviously see Alan Noble when he came to Australia in 2017. And I don't know, Sue, but from that down, I've been listening to everyone, and everyone has their own little style, own little spice, and the goal is the same: help people, be a force for good in the world. And I love what we as a company, we as an organization stand for: believe, belong, become.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's very for me, it's very exciting and motivational that you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to have massive education. You don't need to be the know-it-all. You just need to want to share.
Yep.
So for that reason alone, I wanted to ask you, a person who is hungry, is coachable, desired, that wants to participate in this industry, and to know that we have zero competition at this point, and I don't think there's ever going to be. I hope there is never going to be, but if there is, how well positioned are we in the marketplace right now, as you see?
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like a dream. It's like, who could ever imagine? I've been with ASEA in December, it'll be 12 years. Who could imagine that after all this time, we still have zero competition? I mean, it's incredible. There's nothing like it. It's amazing. I mean, it puts us in a very unique position. And you know, how I built my business is just sharing my story. and sharing other people's stories. You know, at first you don't have a financial story, but you can share other people's financial stories. You guys have like the ultimate product story. I mean, it's not a story, it's an experience, it's a life journey. And I don't see how anybody could not listen to you when they understand what you've been through and what this miraculous technology has done for you to restore your life. You now have 2 children, you have your health back. It's incredible. Who wouldn't listen to that? I always tell people, lead with your story. You know, every time I do a presentation, I talk about my story, because people forget all the facts, but they won't forget how you made them feel. And who could not feel something when you share your incredible story? It's amazing.
Well, Trish, I think we're very fortunate to be where we are today. And none of this would be possible without Verdis and his vision.
That's right.
And our vision is to make his vision come true.
Yeah.
Go
Absolutely.
to every corner of the earth.
Yeah.
People have to know about this.
Absolutely.
Shaka, is there anything else you would like to ask?
Well, there is just one question I would like to ask you, Trish. We all know that you are the top earner in ASEA, but what success mean to you? How would you describe success to you?
I guess it means freedom, the freedom to be able to live your life the way that you want to. In fact, I have a sign right here on my wall. It says, there is only one success: to be able to spend your life in your own way. So whatever that means, you know, like you were talking about, Diego, time with your children, right? To be healthy. I mean, that's a success, right? To be able to get up every day and choose your day the way that you, or spend your day the way that you choose to, right? And not have any limitations. Money's not everything, but it does rank reasonably close to oxygen, right? So, you know, money can be a good thing or a bad thing. We can use it for good, but we have a lot more freedom when we have the financial resources to be able to go where we want to go, to be able to do what we want to do, to be able to help the people that we want to help, to have the financial peace to spend our life on a worthy goal, a worthy mission, every day waking up with the objective to be a force for good in the world. So that's what freedom, or excuse me, that's what success means to me.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much. Trish, once again, thank you so much for your time. You are an inspiration to many of us, and I hope a lot of people get a lot of value from this meeting that we have today. I don't know if you have...
No, thank you. We really appreciate your time, as we can imagine how busy you must be. So really, thank you so much for your time today.
And we hope to see you in Las Vegas.
I hope so too. It was a pleasure to meet both of you. Thank you so much for inviting me on the interview today. And Vegas is coming. Woo!
Yay.
Okay, have a great ASEA day, you guys. Thanks.
Same to you, Trish.